Today's episode is sponsored by the fight that Julie and I just had right before we hit record. Uh, she
You were gonna
said,
talk about it right away.
yeah, no, she said, hit record. We're going to fight on air. And so, welcome to You, Me, and Chisme, your number one source for Chisme on the internet. Do you want to start, Julie, or should I? And also, it wasn't a fight, by the way. I just want to make it
No,
very
it
clear. It
wasn't.
wasn't a
It
fight. It
wasn't.
wasn't a fight. But
It
go
wasn't.
ahead, Julie.
Not a winning one, at least for Adrian. No, I'm just kidding. First of all, I didn't say I want to fight with you on air, press record. I just said let's get on with the show.
No, you
You
said
know,
your words were, I'm going to bring this up on this podcast right now. Hit record. Let's do it.
okay, still not what you said. I said.
What did you say then?
No, I said that second part, but I didn't say let's go fight on air.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, as soon as the light turns red, everything I say is an exaggeration of my real life. So,
Noted. Noted. Noted.
so we're fighting.
We're fighting. We had a creative differences. Oh, that's what everyone says right before they break up. Oh no. Oh no. Are we breaking up?
Creative difference.
We are having our what would you call it then, sir?
I would call it a exchange of ideas.
That are creative and they are different.
No. Here's the thing. Julie has a vision, and
Uh-huh.
I am having trouble seeing the path to the vision because
It's too because it's gonna be too hard.
Well,
Because it's gonna be too hard, and that's why he doesn't see the vision.
no, well, here's the thing. Yes, I think that it is a difficult thing to do, and
Uh-huh.
so I don't want to lead anybody down a road of disappointment when it can't happen. I am a um you know, I plan logistics for a living, right? So my mind is always about the logical route and what is the worst thing that could happen. I always think about the worst thing that's going to happen so I can be prepared for that. And my therapist told me I'm a fortune teller at catastrophic thinking because I'm always thinking about, well, what if this happens? And he's like, well, why do you think like that? And I said, I don't know. You tell me. You fix it. That's why I pay you. But go ahead, Julie. Tell the world what it is that we are arguing about. Discussing.
Discussing. Well, should we just go into the pop culture pop-up and then you bring up the first topic and then we can get there? The Eminem topic and then we can get there
We
from
have
there.
so many other things to talk about before we get to the pop culture.
I know, but it has to do with the pop culture pop-up. Let's pause the fight
Okay.
discussion.
Okay.
We're gonna pause
We'll
the
get to
discussion.
it.
Yeah, we're checking in with each other now. Adrian, how are you? Great. I'm doing fine too.
It's Adrian and Julie here. Julie. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Adrian.
How are
Hi,
you?
Adrian.
Oh,
I'm
she just
good.
rolled her eyes all the way back to her ass and then brought them back.
I'm doing fine.
Okay,
Moving on. I'm just
moving
kidding.
on.
How are you? How are you
I'm
doing?
doing well. I can't lie. Well, actually, what am I talking? I'm already lying. Let me tell you
See, look at
something.
him.
Let me tell you.
Hmm.
Did I talk about the fridge last week? Yeah, I did, huh?
Um, uh-huh. I'm
So,
just kidding. No, you did. You did.
I
You
did.
did.
I did. Um, what else happened? Oh, that's what I need to tell you.
Tell me. Oh no. Okay.
Hold on to your
Okay, I'm
chunks.
holding.
Okay, I am an oracle. Hmm. I have visions.
Okay. Okay.
Call me That's So Raven because last Friday night I had a dream, and let me set it up. Okay, I had a
Okay.
dream. I walk into a party. It's a house. I have been invited to a party. It's a house. I walk in and I don't see anybody. And I
Okay.
noticed that there's people having sex in a bedroom. And I was like, What's happening over there? And then I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, wait, where is everybody? And then everybody comes out of the rooms having just had an orgy, and I wasn't invited to the orgy.
You didn't get invited to the orgy.
I didn't get invited to the orgy. But it's okay because the dream gets better. Going to
Okay.
the backyard,
Mm-hmm.
and I see my friend Lady Gaga. And
Okay.
and I
Okay.
and I greet Lady Gaga, Stephanie as her
Mm.
friends call her. And I greet her and I say, "Hey, how are you?" We give each other a hug, we embrace, mwah, mwah, all that good stuff. And I immediately am like, hmm. And I go, "Are you pregnant?" And she looks at me and she's
Wow.
like, "Shut up. Yes, I
Yeah.
am. And I'm about to tell everybody." She had gathered a whole bunch of her friends. And I
Had
was
an
like,
orgy and
okay,
then was gonna tell
I
everyone.
don't know how the orgy connected to this. I think I went from one dream into another when I went into the backyard.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And
Yeah.
so then I go over to a different friend and I'm like, hey, um, how are you? Blah blah blah. This is a friend I have no idea who he is. I don't recognize his face, don't know his name. And he's like, do you think Stephanie's pregnant? And I'm like, she is. And she's about to tell everybody, but don't say anything. And then the dream ends. And now I just want to say,
Well,
what?
how did she announce it?
I don't know. I don't know. I just
Heartbreaking.
the dream
Heartbreaking.
ended. And then and then I don't know, I wake up. And then I make it to Sunday and I am like, wait, Lady Gaga's pregnant. She looks
Mm.
pregnant. You can see it
Yeah.
in her face, you can see it in her face, and you can see it, um, you could see it. She was wearing really baggy clothes the night before she did a corporate performance of her jazz show, and she's wearing that big dress. And then there's also photos where she
Mm-hmm.
just looks pregnant. And I think that Lady Gaga came to me in a dream and told me that she's pregnant. And I just am like, wow,
Wow.
who am
Wow.
I?
Raven.
A Raven. And so I just want to make it very clear
Yeah.
that I, if she announces that she's pregnant, just want to be very clear.
Right.
I had a dream about Lady Gaga. I'm going to say the date. I had a dream. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I had a dream on the night of February 9th, probably the
And we
morning.
are recording this on February 15th.
And we were recording this on February 15th. And I just want to say Lady Gaga came to me in a dream and told me she's pregnant.
She's pregnant. Wow.
So,
Wow. I love that connection you have with her. Powerful.
yeah, I mean, listen, it is what it is. What can I say?
Yeah. No, I love that for
What can I
you.
say? Yeah, okay. Do you have dreams about famous people that you would like to share?
I have no dreams about famous people. I rarely remember my dreams. You and Candace.
I rarely remember my dreams
Oh,
too.
really?
Yeah, I don't remember them. But
Oh, interesting.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I rarely remember them too. So,
Okay. All right.
okay.
Okay. Do you want me to predict your future or
Please, could you?
um hmm, I think
Oh, no. You're pessimistic to begin with, so give
no,
it to me.
I'm not going to try to predict your future because I don't because I can't. And so
That'd be too much power.
too much power. Too
Too
much power.
powerful. Yeah.
Too much power.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay. Um anything else that you want to share, Julie, or
There are zero updates on life currently.
Mhm.
Nothing going on over here on this side of the world.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We didn't get any fan mail, did we?
No. Though we
No.
did get asked last week, we got asked, remember when I said words and some of the words were, we should do a live show. We're gonna do a live show, I said.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We did get an inquiry about that. And I replied, I totally forgot I even said that. out loud. So we should think of doing a live show.
Wait,
But a live show for like our friends and
wait,
friends.
somebody random asked you about a live show?
No, on our Insta.
No, but do we know them personally? Sorry, I didn't mean to refer to them as random. I'm so sorry.
I don't know if they are random, but there was a human on our Instagram who's probably not random in her life and with the people in her life. You guys see what Adrian does? You guys see how he is? I just can't.
Uh-huh.
Are you are you looking for the person or are you ignoring me? I can't tell.
I was trying to look for the message. Okay,
Ah.
here's the thing about the live show. Um, do you want to produce it?
Oh, here we go. We're getting into a fight again. I can feel it. Adriana,
Yes, Julie.
it would be easy to do a live show, babe. You just put the mics in front of people.
Okay, here's the real thing about a live show.
Okay, tell me.
This is
We're not
this
that
being
funny for
no.
reals.
Well, this is being 100% honest and real.
Okay.
I don't know how we would translate in a live show, in a live setting. I think that we would feel uncomfortable, and
Okay.
I don't know. I think that maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Let's get to the pop culture pop up because this connects to our fight. Let's get into it. Let's get into it before
Wait.
I get riled up again.
Okay. I do have thoughts for the week. And actually, I think I only wrote
Okay.
one down, but I am very passionate about this. And so I would just like to share this. It's time for Adrian's Thought Corner. Uh, I need to hire somebody to do this. Okay. What is wrong with all the headlights on cars? They're so
Oh,
fucking bright. Are you on
right.
a fucking search and rescue mission? What
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Headlights are so bright. And I'm like,
Yeah.
first of all, I have astigmatism. So
It's already bad news.
already bad news. But I
Yeah.
cannot, I can't, I don't know what's happening. Like, I'm gonna
No, I
go
agree.
blind. I'm gonna hit something. Your
Yeah.
lights are too bright. And
Yeah.
also these aren't even lights that people put on. Um, they're not like the high beams. They're regular headlights. And
Right.
I can't see. So I would
Yeah.
just like everybody to be a little bit more conscious of what it is that they are doing because it's really bright and
People need to stop fucking with their cars.
it
It's
hurts
all
my
aesthetic.
it hurts my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's rough.
I'm such a baby when it comes to these things because my eyes are sensitive. I'm colorblind.
Totally.
I have
Right.
astigmatism. I have a red green
Yeah.
deficiency for anybody who cares.
Right. We all do.
Oh, anyways, anyway,
Yeah.
okay. Well, as per requested by Julie, it's time for the pop culture pop up. First up on the pop culture pop up, Julie, did you watch the halftime show?
I did watch the halftime show.
You did. And what did you think?
Yeah.
I'm curious to know what your unfiltered thoughts about Usher's performance are.
Well, the microphone was on.
Yeah, was on for
It was
everybody.
on. It was on for everyone, especially Alicia Keys. And sometimes playback is okay. A loud playback is okay sometimes. Or
And what
we
do you
can
mean?
do
What do you mean
uh,
by that?
just play the CD just in the background. Or do what Beyonce does. Don't come for me, Beehive, but we all know she does it. Record yourself doing a live performance properly with no pressure, and then play that as a playback track. I said it. She does do that in her dance songs. Come for
She
me.
does. Yeah. And do you
Beehive.
remember
Yeah.
when she performed at I think it was the second Obama inaugural and the military band totally threw her under the bus and we're like, yeah, she was using a backtrack.
I do not remember that,
And it
but
was
yeah.
I think it was right before her Super Bowl performance, I think the first one. And so
Mm,
she got up at the press conference and sang whatever song she sang at the inauguration
yeah.
to prove to everybody that she could sing it.
Well, here's the thing. Beyonce has an amazing voice.
Right.
And it's brilliant that she actually records herself doing a live show and uses that as her playback because it does sound a little, just enough that she's a little bit out of breath, just
Uh,
enough for
yeah.
us to really think she's singing live.
Yeah.
And I think with performance like that, it's okay. And Usher could have used one, it would have been okay. It would have been fine. I do love that they incorporated Vegas at the beginning of it.
Uh-huh.
I loved, I did the skate dancing.
Uh-huh.
I love Pink. Thank you for bringing skate dancing to the forefront of entertainment.
Did she?
Yes, with her performance and her music video for oh, that one song she dropped. I'm
Oh,
never gonna dance again. I'm never gonna dance again. Yeah,
I
she
don't
did
know.
that performance at like the AMAs or something, skate dance. Anyway,
Oh.
um, also, I'm I'm gonna say it. I'm glad Justin Bieber wasn't on that stage because I don't think he can hang.
Right. He's still struggling with whatever it is that he's struggling with, I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah.
He was there though.
He was, and I think they were saying that he considered it. He was considering it, but at the end of the day, he didn't do it, which I think is fine. I enjoyed many aspects of it,
Uh-huh.
especially and at the forefront of that when he took off his shirt.
Hmm.
That was a feast for the eyes and the
Hmm.
vaginas out there.
Hmm.
And I do think, closing thoughts, I do think it was anticlimactic by the end of it. I think it lost steam by the end of it. And I think it looked like everyone on that stage forgot what they were supposed to do by the end of it. It looked like they were lost. It looked like a rehearsal. It looked not even a firework, bitch.
Yeah.
No fireworks,
Yeah,
bitch.
there were no fireworks. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't understand. Is that maybe a Vegas city code? No fireworks? I don't know.
I
But
hope that they didn't spend all that money on his commercial for the Super Bowl for the halftime show.
I mean they might have. They might have. What did you think,
Here's
Adrian?
my thought. I overall
Okay.
I thought it was good. Here's what I would have done differently. We didn't have to do all of the songs because they were
Mm.
going by too fast. He
Mm-hmm.
really focused on a couple songs and performed those songs really well. Clearly he was out of breath. I mean,
Yeah.
what can you do? The
Who
adrenaline
wouldn't be?
running through your body and you know, okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh my God. Now I can't talk. See, this is somebody telling me watch your fucking back. Um, and so then and then Alicia with that
Oh,
oh what a
Alicia.
rough way to start. Uh
Yeah.
which they edited out of the YouTube video. Did you
Yes,
know
they
that?
did.
Yeah,
Yes, they did.
she sings perfectly on the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Um, which I have to tell Jaime, my roommate, that there's been a long um conversation about can Alicia Keys sing or can she not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Her live performances do her dirty.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, we already knew that. Also, I would
Yeah.
just like to say that I also did predict that Alicia Keys would be on the halftime show. Maybe not last week's episode, but the week before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
just want to make sure I'm, letting people know I can predict the future.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I mean, there was a lot happening, and it
A
didn't
lot.
seem cohesive to me.
No.
I would have done something different. And then I read
Mm.
that Lil Jon was the musical director for the show, and I was
I
like,
did see that.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
this is what happens when you hire your friends to do things.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, but Little John is a DJ. Little John is a DJ.
It
It
looked,
made sense that he was the yes, it did look like a DJ put up that
yeah,
set list. And I
yeah,
agree that he should have focused on quality over quantity with the songs. I was very very upset that Bad Girl got maybe half a second.
Right.
That is one of your best songs, bitch. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Right.
I don't understand. I didn't understand it. And he's such a good dancer. And I think it frustrated me that there was no highlight of him as a dancer. It was a spectacle of dancing, which was nice and necessary in some points. But like that moment when he's about to sing Confessions and he's dancing could have been bigger, better, tighter. But I do think he was really out of breath at some point, and he was just trying to keep up with himself and everyone around him.
And they should have worked out a way for him when he's off camera to wipe his face off.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why we're not thinking about these things. I'm not
right.
sure because we could have done a little bit better. Sorry, Usher. We could
But
have,
with that being said,
yeah,
I do think it helped remind us how great he is and why he is so great. I do think it did what it needed to do for a second.
right.
Unfortunately, I the closing is what I struggle with because that's what people stay with. And so the fact that it lost steam, I think harms him a little bit. But Usher is a phenomenal performer, an amazing artist. Like he deserved this moment, and I'm glad that he got it.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Well, Usher, Usher wasn't the only big news at the Super Bowl. Um, we knew we were getting a Beyonce commercial.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Yeah.
knew it was with Verizon. We didn't
Mm,
know exactly what was happening,
yeah.
but at the very end of her commercial, she says, "Drop the new music."
Yes.
And there was a little bit of a delay, and
A little bit.
we're like nothing's happening. She's when is she actually gonna announce? I was like, this is gonna be like
Hmm.
a week long thing, a month long thing, a year long thing.
Hmm.
And and then there it was, the Instagram
There it
post.
was.
She posted the commercial first on her Instagram, and then she posted Act Two. And I squirted. I squirted. I
Same.
I I just I'm so happy. I was getting worried that there wasn't going to be three acts or that the three acts
Interesting.
weren't going to be albums.
Mm,
And I'm so happy to know that we're back on track to do
yeah.
this is going to be a three act thing, and
Yeah.
it's most likely going to be three different albums, and I'm so incredibly excited. And to
Same.
say and the fact that it's a country album, to say that I'm excited is an understatement. I
Yeah.
think, I mean, somebody sent a meme in a group chat that I'm in, and it was basically, and it was That's So Raven. It was a clip
Okay.
from That's So Raven. And basically, she comes in with like dressed up as a cowgirl, and she's like pretending, whatever. And
Hmm.
it's like, oh, me being not being a country fan, but as soon as Beyonce announces it's a country album, I'm a country
All
fan.
right.
I would just like
Right.
to say, I I'm a country fan.
Same.
White women who sing country music raised me. Faith
Yeah.
Hill, Leanne Rhymes, Shania Twain,
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
the one lady in Lady Antebellum. The other lady in the sugar, what's the name?
Sugar Rush?
No,
No.
what's
Sugar.
the name of that
I
band?
know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? What the fuck is their name?
They have that really sad song.
Sugarland.
Sugarland.
Sugarland. Yes, Sugarland. Reba McEntire, Dolly
Reba.
Parton. I mean,
Yeah.
Casey Musgraves. I love country music. Country
Same.
music is one of my favorite genres of music. I
Same.
don't listen to men who sing country music. I
Why
don't
would
listen to
we?
right. I don't listen to honky tonk music,
Right.
but country music is one of my favorites. So I would just like to say I'm incredibly excited.
Same.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait for what this album sounds like, looks like, does the whole thing. Also, I would just like to remind everybody that when we were discussing what had happened at the Grammys, I did say Beyonce is going to give us a country album.
You
And
did say that.
do you remember what you said, Julie?
Yeah, that I didn't think so because sometimes I don't think she's actually talking to us.
Yeah.
I still stand by that. I'm
Okay.
ecstatic. I do
Yeah.
think that sometimes we look a little too deep when we don't need to, but I'm ecstatic that I was wrong. Ecstatic about these songs. 16 Karat just made me cry, no surprise to anyone. Um, amazing, amazing. I love her. Thank you, Beyonce. And today I was talking to people at work, my manager at work about Beyonce, and I made him listen to the songs, and I was like, how lucky are we that we are existing at the same time as Beyonce? And then he was like, you know what? I've never thought of it that way, but you're absolutely right. I was like,
Does that person listen at all?
no, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Wow, that's crazy to me. That is so
I
crazy
know.
to me. And
Yeah.
is he older?
Not that, no, not that much older.
Oh, really? That's really crazy to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I'm just I couldn't be more excited. Also, there's rumors, there's a lot of kind of speculation about
Hmm.
Telephone Part 2 featuring Lady Gaga.
Hold on
Which
to your panties for
if
real.
if you watch the original Telephone video, um it was to be continued, and in the beginning of the promo for Act 2 Beyonce, which we still don't know what the name of the album is, by the way.
Hmm.
um it was, you could hear telephone, it felt like
Mm.
telephone, it looked like telephone. So Lady Gaga was at the Super Bowl. Also, Lady Gaga posted a photo of a peace sign, or was it a number two?
Two.
Was it a number two? Are they giving us clues? They may very well be giving us clues. Lady Gaga said, not only am I having a baby, but also Joanne is back. And I don't give a fuck what any of you had to say.
Absolutely.
She said,
Which is fucking,
where's my
mhm.
hat?
It's fucking crazy that so many people hate on that album. It's one of my favorite Lady Gaga albums.
It's one of my favorites too. I thought it was really good.
It's so good. It
People
is so
dismissed it
good.
so quickly. And I'm just like,
Yeah, they did.
you're boring.
Absolutely.
Um, anyways, Julie, any other wishes, dreams? Are you going to try to make it to Act 2 tour?
Um, the Beyonce has regained her white audience. There is no hope for any of us to get tickets moving forward. The white audience is back with Beyonce officially because of the country music. And I just don't, it's a losing battle for me, and I don't have the energy for that anymore.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
I will be there with a hat on and boots and bells.
I'm manifesting that for you.
Would you go see her? There's rumors that she'll perform at the Las Vegas Sphere. Would you ever go watch a show there?
Sphere.
Would you
Oh,
ever go see Beyonce there?
I would go if I didn't have to fight and people for tickets. I would go see Beyonce wherever she wanted to perform.
Would you
I
ever?
would go.
Does the Sphere scare you?
No, no.
No? Okay. Yeah.
Is that like a thing? People
I
are
saw
scared of it?
it's because it's like pretty steep, and also it's like you're surrounded by a
Oh,
screen.
yeah, sure. I
Yeah.
mean, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't
Um,
scare me, so I'm gonna go, by the way. If she ever does a residency at the Sphere, I will be there. Yeah.
okay. This
I
fear
think
does
it,
not scare Adrian and I. On
no,
record, we want to let it be known.
yeah, I would be so excited to go.
Yeah,
Anyways, Beyonce, come on the pod. There's lots to discuss about Act 2.
a lot. Yeah,
I mean, I'm so
agreed.
excited. I'm so excited.
Agreed.
Okay, next up on the pop culture pop up, the chairs of the Met Gala have been announced, and so has the theme. First Monday in
Hmm.
May. It's going to take place on May 6th. The theme is Sleeping Beauty's reawakening fashion. Dress code for the evening is Garden of Time. The chairs will be Zendaya, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny, and Chris Hemsworth. Julie, thoughts, opinions, ideas, suggestions?
Chris Hemsworth, bitch.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Chris, what the fuck are we doing? Chris Hemsworth, bitch. I've never seen him look anything but bland. Chris Hemsworth next to Zendaya when it
Yeah,
comes to fashion.
yeah.
Bad Bunny, bitch. I Chris Hemsworth. Let it be known, you can be white and bland and still get all of the accolades. Chris Hemsworth, bitch. I'm so confused.
It's very weird.
Yeah, he has good PR. Good
Right,
PR.
right. Or
Yeah.
he's about to release a movie or something, and somebody's holding something over Anna Wintour or something.
Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, Garden attire. I mean, we'll can't wait for all
Yeah.
the people to not dress up according to theme.
I can't wait for Zendaya to blow everyone out of the fucking water with
Right.
whatever she has planned.
Usually, I think usually somebody on the committee ends up performing. So
Mm,
could be Bad Bunny. I think it's going to be Jennifer Lopez.
of course it is. Of course it is. Even if they don't ask her to, she'll probably be like, scooch on over, give me a little bit of stage.
Yeah. And she won't, but she could wear her Versace Grammys dress.
We're done with that dress.
I know, I'm just saying that she won't,
You
but I'm
did
just saying
it
she
and
could.
you did it again. Yeah, she could. Or a what's it called? Like a reimagining of it.
Right. Right,
Yeah.
right. Right. I don't I'm sure that Jennifer Lopez has been before, but I can't picture her there. Like nothing. There isn't an outfit like Zendaya. Obviously, like
Yeah.
the Cinderella outfit was incredible. Um,
Yes. I
but
can't picture J-Lo there either.
but and Bad Bunny. Mm,
Hmm.
mm.
Yeah, he will also do great.
Right, right. Okay, wonderful. Have you ever been to the Met in New York, Julie?
I have.
And what was your opinion about that museum?
Huge.
Mhm,
A lot of space for a lot of art.
mhm. Yeah.
That's it.
In New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. I sound just like Alicia Keys.
Exactly. Exactly.
Next up on the pop culture pop up, Madame Webb, starring Dakota Johnson. Have you ever seen
Uh-huh.
that movie?
No.
No, sorry. You don't even watch Marvel movies?
I've seen some.
Who is Madame Webb? Is she a superhero? I
Yes.
honestly have about this movie.
It's Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. She's
Yeah,
in a
some other
Marvel
girl.
movie.
Oh my God, Adrian.
Emma Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Wait, is this a Marvel movie? I don't know anymore. Oh,
Yes,
it is.
friend.
Okay, sorry. Oh, it's distributed by Sony. I see. Yeah. Oh, it's the fourth film in Sony Spider-Man universe. Oh no. Not them ruining the Spider-Man franchise.
Yeah, it's bad. I saw a headline that said, Madam Web isn't as bad as you think. No, Madam Web isn't as bad as they're saying it is. It's worse.
Oh,
Bad
oh.
reviews everywhere. That it's boring, that the script sucks, that the acting sucks, that the dialogue sucks, that the what is it called when they do voiceovers? When like something isn't, when people are acting
Uh-huh.
and the sound doesn't fully capture and then they have to go back
Oh,
and
uh-huh.
do
It
it in a
sounds like a
studio
lot
and then
of
they dub it
uh-huh.
and that's bad, apparently not in sync all the time. Yeah, just not a good time in not a entertaining time in the theater if you're going to go watch an interesting movie. Also,
Ooh.
Dakota Johnson seems like the least interested person in like her movies. Like, I don't know.
Whoever casted the movie was thinking uh, Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney are just giving like it it of the moment,
Yeah.
but 2 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, uh,
Yeah.
can they contribute? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're not going to watch it.
No, I wasn't gonna watch it when Dakota Johnson was the lead. Let alone now it having bad reviews. I'll keep my money, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I'm definitely not going to watch that. What's the last
Yeah.
Marvel movie you watched? Do you know?
Probably the Wakanda Forever.
Oh yeah. I think that's the last one I watched too.
Yeah, I
Marvel
think
is an
that's the
interesting
last.
thing to me because Marvel movies were the ultimate for a couple years.
Yeah, they
And
were it.
now and now and it was like it was Premier League, type of
Mhm.
movies. And now they have movies starting Dakota Johnson that are getting really bad reviews.
Yeah.
Nothing is forever.
No.
Speaking of Sydney Sweeney, next up on the Pop Culture Pop Up, Sydney Sweeney wants to star in a rom com with Pez,
That's not his name.
Paul Mescal.
Uh-huh.
Um, go ahead, Julie.
I just like Sydney. Oh, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. Let's just know where our limits are. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Glenn Powell, perfect co-star. Great
Mhm.
co-star. Nice and solidly bland together.
Did you watch that movie?
No, no.
No, you have
It
no
made
interest.
tons of money though. I
It
mean, I'm gonna
did.
say I don't, yeah, I made like $180 million at the
It was
box
in the
office.
movie theater.
Yes, yes, yeah. Like it made a lot of money. It had a
Wow.
$25 million budget, and I think it made up to 180 million at the box office.
Oh my God.
Yes, it was a hit.
I guess she can demand whatever she wants now.
Two pretty white people. Oh, people would tune the fuck in. I just
Uh,
Sydney, here's the thing about Sydney's voice and the voice she uses in every single project she does. She is so bored out of her mind. She sounds like that every time she talks. She is bored out of her mind. And it kills me. It kills me. I cannot stand it. Um, I just no. And here's the thing. She's so pretty. She's probably gonna get it.
mm,
Whatever she says, I want Paul Mescal, it's happening. Because they
mhm,
want her to be leading projects because she's freaking gorgeous.
mhm,
Um, and she's just not giving what a Paul Mescal co-star needs to give.
mhm,
I want, you know what I want,
mhm.
Sydney? I want a Paul Mescal rom-com co-starring Ayo.
Oh,
That's what
uh-huh.
I want.
Yeah.
You know who else wants that? Paul
Jennifer
Mescal
Lopez.
himself.
Oh.
No, Paul Mescal. Oh, hilarious.
I don't see. I mean, I guess I could see Paul Mescal in a rom com. Um, but I don't know. There's something about him that isn't not giving me rom com
It's sad.
vibes. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's tricked us that he's a sad boy because he keeps doing all these sad projects. But his interviews, he has a really fun, charming personality.
Hmm.
But
Right.
he keeps choosing these really depressing and gut wrenching characters.
You know what I just started watching? Speaking of AO,
Tell
um,
me.
I started watching Theater Camp. Have you seen it?
I couldn't get through it.
What about it don't you like?
I
Is it the
don't,
Christopher Guest type of mockumentary style film, or is it Ben Platt?
I just think, here's the thing, as a theater kid, I find theater kids so exhausting.
Hmm.
She says, as a theater kid. I just find them so exhausting. I just can't. I can't find the funny because I find them annoying.
Oh, interesting. But that is that
Yeah.
not the point?
maybe, but I think you have to find them annoying while finding them funny.
Uh-huh.
I
Mhm.
can't find them funny. I don't. I try to get through it, and I love so many people in that cast, but so many people too. I like two of them, but I
Who?
couldn't. Ayo and Rachel, the brunette.
Oh, uh-huh. What else is
Yeah,
she in?
she was in this movie called Shiva Baby that I really really like.
Oh, uh-huh. Mhm.
Um, yeah, I just can't do it. What do
Mhm.
you think?
I've enjoyed it so far. I'm almost done with it, but I like it. I think it's very funny.
Okay, it's like a movie that's like an hour and a half. What do you mean by I'm almost done with it?
I mean that I haven't been able to watch all of it um in
It's
one
an hour and a
sitting.
half.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't have an
Interesting.
hour and a half to sit down and watch the movie. So
He
you
says
want
as he watches 3 episodes of The Real Housewives back to back.
when have I done that?
Well, I don't know. probably at some point.
And I don't do that. I
I
don't
bet
do
you've
that.
watched a long reunion.
The about 40 minutes each with no commercials. I watch them online. Do you want me to watch movies or not? Because I'm trying. I'm trying to pick a movie that I'm interested in
Oh.
so that I can contribute to society.
Yes, I want you to watch movies. I'm glad that you're enjoying it.
Okay.
I love that for you. I love that
Okay.
for you.
I'm gonna watch Bottoms next. They just put it
I
on
haven't seen
Amazon
that
Prime.
one. I do want to see that. Yes.
Okay. It might take me a week, but forbid I insult Julie with that. You told
Uh,
me watch movies in sittings.
I-
Yeah.
oh,
Roll the
okay. That was
tape.
so smart. Hi, Matt.
Sydney Sweeney, come on the pod.
Come on the pod.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Finally. Uh
Oh,
Next up on the pop culture pop-up. Eminem is releasing a documentary, or he's making a documentary
he's
that
producing one. Yes.
he's producing a documentary about Stan culture. As we know, he released a song called Stan, which was about a fan who was obsessive over Eminem. I
Yeah.
believe this is where the term Stan came from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and so do you want to talk about the movie? Do you want to talk about that first, Julie? I'm gonna let you lead the conversation and then we can go. This is what Julie and I were discussing.
Yeah. We could talk about the movie. I mean, the movie is gonna be apparently from what I'm reading is gonna be based on um Eminem and that specific song and what it did for his career and what stands meant in Eminem's career. What I think about this, great idea, could have happened 5 years ago. I just feel like to really grasp the what's the word I'm looking for? The impact of Eminem's career, I feel like we should have been in the thick of it, in the middle of it to really, but exciting news nonetheless. I think stan culture is a very interesting subject.
Okay, tell us more.
So then I said, I do think that stan culture is a very interesting subject. I would love to know or hear or understand more about stan culture in general, in terms of the music industry and the stan culture, the positives and the negatives of it, and what it all means to pop culture in general. And then I said, would it not be super cool if Adrian and I did a documentary about stan culture? And
Yes.
then Adrian said, and I quote, that would be a lot of work. And that's where we're at right now, where I want us to have big dreams, and Adrian is worried about the hard work it would take to get us there.
I'm not worried about hard work. Hard work doesn't scare me. Okay.
It sounds like it does, friend.
No, what I'm saying is that it would be difficult. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I'm,
Better.
sa-
That's better.
I'm saying, what I'm saying is we've never made a movie before. We don't know how to make anything about making a movie. And so I don't want to set us up for failure. Um,
And I said, Adrian, I don't know if you've heard, but every director has had a first movie before ever having done one before.
right, right. And I said, well, I my I'm not necessarily I was talking to my therapist about this the other day. I don't see myself as a creative person. It's hard for me to think of myself as a creative person, although I know that I am. We're working on these self-confidence issues. But it's you I mean yes, could we make something and put it on YouTube? Yes. Right? We could do that.
That was no, that wasn't what the
I
dream
know.
is.
I know. And so but what I'm saying is that doing something more than that would be difficult to do. We would need to find people to finance the movie. We would need to find people to be a cinematographer, to I don't to edit it. I don't know what else it takes to make a movie. And so
Here's the thing.
what I'm saying, I'm not saying that I don't believe in us. I believe that we can do anything that we set our minds to. I'm just
It
saying,
doesn't sound like you believe it.
no, I'm just saying it would be difficult for us to get people to believe that we could do something. So I'm worried about people not believing in us and 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 providing us with the resources to make a film.
Guys, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Because Adrian, I love you with all of my heart.
I know. No, listen, we love each other and that will never change ever.
That's
And so
never gonna change.
we can have this very frank conversation.
Yeah, I just want us to have bigger dreams, and it's gonna be difficult.
I,
Yeah, good things are difficult.
I get
Do
that.
you okay, Adrian? When you talk like that, friend, you make me feel like you think I said we're gonna make a movie and the money's just gonna come to us and we don't have to think about it. And it like you know what I mean? Like I know it's gonna be difficult.
Okay,
And
so
I
but what if
know we have to get financing and I know we have to find a
I,
producer and a director and the subjects and we have to figure out what the bigger picture is in terms of this documentary. I get it.
but what if it takes us 10 years to do it?
I don't understand the problem in any of your questions. Big dreams are going to take time. No document. Okay, first of all, we're not making a documentary about the impact on pop culture in 10 years. We're making a documentary about the impact of stan culture. This is what I meant, stan culture. The impact of stan culture at our time today. We don't
I
need that to take 10 years.
But what if okay, but what if we can't find people to help us?
Adrian, I don't know what to tell you. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that we will. We'll figure out how we're going to do it and we'll figure out how to get financing. And we have to believe that somebody out there is thinking, I wish a pop cult, a documentary about stan culture existed and I have $100,000 to burn. You know what I mean? We just gotta believe that there's someone out there looking for this specific content. And if we don't, for some reason, people crowdfund their movies all the time. I feel like we could get enough people to truly ride and die for a movie about stan culture. Do you know how we would have all of the audience? I posted a video about Eminem and this topic, and I had 3 comments that said, I wish a documentary like that did exist. A documentary about stan culture. This is a topic that this is an important topic that younger generation or people our age and a little bit younger like are interested in it because we see the impact of stan culture real time in a real about Beatlemania. We got to really understand the level of Beatlemania years after it came and went. Now we get the impact of stan culture and doxing people and everything that goes with being a stan in real time.
I totally get that. I 100% get it. I totally do. I
Guys,
just, I, I come at things. I don't want to use the word pessimistic. I don't want to use
but
that
that's
word.
what the word is.
I know, but
That's the word.
I worry that people um, aren't going to want to help us.
What do you do when you have big dreams?
Lady Gaga told me that she was pregnant. I dream big every day.
No, but like real ambitious dreams.
I I I believe that I can do anything. I really
Oh,
do. I really do.
I don't understand what the problem is.
I am of a certain age
I'm the same
where
age.
okay, I'm of a certain age where I don't know where I believe that we can do it. I believe that we can do it. If we
Does
I
anyone
believe
believe him?
believe that we have the ability and the work ethic to do it. I just am curious to know if there would be somebody out there who would want to invest their own money into two people who have never made a film before. And so I think if we wanted to make one, we would have to do it on our own before somebody invests in us, right? I imagine a lot
No,
of
that's silly. Do you know what we would need? We would just need someone with film experience to believe in us. Not with the money, but as a producer, as a director, as somebody off to the side of the documentary that believes in us, that has made a movie. Zach, get in contact with us immediately. We have some questions for you. No, I actually, Zach, if you're listening, I do have questions. We don't need your money and you don't have to support the idea, but I do have questions for you if you could DM me. But I promise I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for you to support me. I promise. I promise. I really do have questions. But I think I mean, there's way people make shit happen all the
I totally
time
believe that. I totally believe that.
that have
I totally
never done it ever before.
I just want to be clear. I want to be very clear. I don't believe that we can't do it. I'm coming, as I was telling Julie earlier, and what I do every day is try to think about what is the worst thing that's going to happen, and so I try to prepare for what is the worst thing that can happen. So my first instinct is to talk about here are the things that can go wrong. It is the natural way in which I am built. It's not to say that I can't, we don't have and then the next part is like, how do we come up with a solution to that? So all I'm doing is talking about what are the worst things that could happen so that we can really think about that first and get it over with. And then we can start coming up with a plan. That's what I'm doing. That's what I like to do. Does that bother you?
A little bit.
Why? Why can't we be excited but also talk about the the difficult way in which we need to navigate this?
Well, because of course it's difficult. We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
That's what I'm
Of course it's
saying.
difficult. I mean, but that's not there shouldn't be hesitancy to it because it's going to be difficult. Don't say there's not. Your voice, your tone, everything is
Yes,
hesitant.
of course there's hesitancy because I wouldn't even know where to start. And so there just is hesitancy. And what if, you know, it's a lot of work.
You keep saying that, Adrian. I know it's a lot of work, Adrian. But what are you going to do? Stop your dreams because they're too much work?
No, I'm just saying sometimes even us, we like let things fall off to the side because there's just a lot of work.
Oh my God.
Is it not?
But at some point, your dream has to be more important than that. It
I
has to be.
I totally get it. I totally get it.
I don't think he gets it.
No, I do I understand what you're saying. I really do understand what you're saying. I just like to talk about the ways in which things are going to be difficult first.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I just
Well,
do.
no, see.
Okay.
I okay, I get it.
Okay.
I want you to hop on this cloud nine with me.
Okay. It's difficult for me to do that though in all aspects of life. Like I don't
That's
I like
fine.
I can't hop on cloud nine. I can't be excited about something until it really starts to until I can see it. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I, I do know what you mean. I do know
Okay.
what you mean.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I think we can dream big.
I'm not talking I don't want to I love to dream big. Love to dream big. I do.
and and actively work towards it. I think yes, was it a silly idea? I mean, as the
It's
first thing
not
I
a
said
silly
was
idea. It's a brilliant idea. The idea I think is very brilliant. There are I, I I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody already working on this.
sure, yes,
Right. Yes. Well, because the idea is brilliant and it is of relevance, right? And so it's
right,
like, okay, right. So there's the idea is perfection.
right. Sure.
I'm just pointing out, and this is probably what would make a really great team. You and I, we have
Mm-hmm.
different ways of thinking, and we have
Yes.
different ways of thinking about the way things happen. And
Right.
so we're unstoppable, really.
Yeah. I
She is not
agree.
convinced.
No, I look, I'm the one that said let's do this. I think we can do whatever we set our minds to. And
I
I
agree with
think
that too. Let's get that out of the way. I agree with that too.
and I think all we need is a game plan. Audience. This is where you come in. If you have worked on a documentary or you know about documentaries, we just need an understanding of how a documentary comes to be,
Right.
how it exists in the world, the steps that one needs to take in order to make the documentary. The idea we can get ourselves, but if a producer wants to join our team, we are more than willing and open to discussions about that.
And maybe we can ask Zach to come on the pod and talk to us about making a documentary. No pressure. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
put Zach.
No pressure. No
No
pressure.
pressure, Zach. But maybe Zach would want to come on, and he's busy the next couple weeks, so it might take some time.
That's
But
okay.
I'm just letting you know. Yes, maybe I will text Zach.
Okay. Guys, we're making a documentary. I'm just kidding. How cool would it be though?
I don't think that it would not be not cool.
I just feel in my gut that we can do this.
I know that we can do this. I know. I'm just playing the role of realistic Randy over here.
And
And
realistic Randy is necessary and is appreciated.
thank you.
But at some point, I need you to hop on to Cloud Nine, Julie.
But
And
I see,
also
I'm
for
not
a
gonna,
second.
uh, I can't. I can't hop onto Cloud Nine for something um, I need to know that it's going to happen first. Like we need to start doing that before I get on cloud nine because
But
I
how do
can't,
I know you're in it if you don't fully embrace the idea that it could happen?
I'm in it. I'm in
Okay.
it. Oh,
Okay.
I'm in it. I'm not going to be popping champagne until it's done. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. I think I just need you hear you say that you're in it. I'm done now with my rant.
I'm in it.
Yeah, okay. I think that's honestly all I needed. So,
And at you're top of the billing, okay? You're director number one. You're in
n-
charge.
Well, let's not go that far. I don't think I should make any solid decisions. I'm just kidding.
What are
I'm
we
just kidding.
doing?
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
We're certainly not financing the film.
No. We will find financing. I say sure of myself. We're gonna, guys, we're doing it. I just needed to hear you say, because the way you kept talking, I was like, okay, doesn't actually want to do this.
No, listen,
Because look,
I'm
I get it. My text said wild idea incoming. I mean,
yes.
sometimes I get these lavish ideas and I'm like, let's take over the world. No. And granted, most of them are silly and ridiculous and way too out of, and I get it. This one, same Z's, but also I just feel like we could.
I am on I'm on the dream train. I'm just
Okay.
gonna
I
come
just
at
needed
it.
to know that.
I'm just gonna come at it from a different way because could you
Yeah.
imagine if there were two Julies?
No, no one can. No
Okay.
one should want that fantasy.
No.
Um,
I'm just
but
saying,
yes,
could you imagine if there were two people who thought the same way that you thought? Where it's like we
I
have this grand
agree.
idea, but I'm here to be like, okay, well, let's really think about this. And
Yeah,
let's think
yeah,
about what we would need to do. That's all I'm trying to do here. That's it.
totally,
I
totally.
want us I want us to
I just needed to hear the words, and
okay.
then you can operate however you want now because now I know that you're in it. You know what I mean? Because before you were talking like, this bitch is crazy.
No.
That's how you sounded.
Okay, well, maybe, yes, I think that might be how I did sound. And that is how I am
Okay,
sounding
right?
because I want to be realistic about what it is that we can and cannot do.
But here's the thing, you can think that the bitch is crazy whilst being like, I'm right next to her.
I'm right next to you. I'm right
Right.
next to
I
you.
just needed to hear that part. And
Um,
then now you can operate however you need to. And I will trust that you are looking for the best interest of the project that is incoming to a theater near you.
okay.
I'm saying it.
Theater. Yes. See, I love you dream big. Do you now want to discuss why we haven't had a live show?
Guys, we will have a live show before the end of the year. I said Angie by January. I'm saying live show before the end. So that's why you brought it up. I had forgotten for a minute and now we're here. He just doesn't want to believe in us as a team.
That's
You
not
know,
true.
okay,
I
tell
believe in us
guys,
so much.
but it's the same sentiment of saying like I just don't think we could be as good. I mean, people listen to us.
Okay, well, maybe that then maybe what needs to happen is maybe we need to practice first because we can't
Okay.
go into it. I think we can't go into it. We can't just say we're gonna do a live show and we're gonna do it and that's what we're gonna put out. Only because
Okay.
I remember when we first started doing the podcast
Yeah.
and there were moments that were uncomfortable. There were moments that were awkward. And so I would
Mm-hmm.
imagine we feel so comfortable in the way that we do it. Adding a live audience would bring out some of those uncomfortable, awkward moments in us. Because
Mm-hmm.
at times we can be very awkward and uncomfortable. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so what I'm saying is like if we're in a room with our own friends and we're doing the live show, and I'm going to speak for myself, I would I would I would be thinking too much about it and I'm worried that it's not going to give off the same vibe that we usually do when it's us here and how we usually record it. So what I'm saying is I would want to do a test to kind of get out the jitters and get out the uncomfortable, awkward feelings and then do a real one. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. No, I'm gonna propose something. And
Okay.
I understand that this night is what's the word? Precious to you. But could we try a little something maybe?
hmm
Oscar night? Maybe not in the middle of the show. maybe before the show really quick, maybe a good 10 minutes really quickly of a pop culture topic, one pop culture topic that we do in front of friends. Thoughts? How about you don't give me an answer? Because I can already tell it's gonna be a no. And you think about it. I understand Oscar night is precious.
Mm-hmm.
So genuinely, no pressure. We don't
Okay.
have to. But
Okay.
I'm just thinking because we'll be in the same room. So it would be helpful to do it on
Uh-huh.
a day but if it doesn't work,
Uh,
we can always plan a date to be in the same room
yeah.
again.
Now,
We're
if it
gonna have
doesn't
to at some
happen,
point.
everyone who's here at the Oscar party is going to look at me and be like, "You're the reason why that isn't happening."
Well,
Mind
things
you,
need to
all
happen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people that will be here.
Hmm. All disappointed. All of them.
Yeah.
We're gonna get more 1-star reviews.
I
That's
mean,
on
I
you.
wish people would leave us reviews.
Not 1-star though.
I mean, I'll take anything at this point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'll take anything.
Yeah.
Um anyways,
Anyways,
that's gonna do it for the pop culture pop up. We'll be back next week with more pop culture chisme.
yeah.
Julie, do you have a Latinx spotlight for us?
I do have a Latinx spotlight. Shakira. She is dropping new music. An album is coming. March is off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen, and we're not even there yet. Shakira has announced a new album out March 22nd. 1 week Shakira, 1 week Beyonce. What a time to be alive. The album will be called Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran, which is Women Don't Cry Anymore, which I love. And apparently, her latest album becomes the first album ever in history to be eligible for a Latin Diamond certification in the US before its release because apparently she's moved 650,000 in pre-release RIAA activity based on the seven songs that she currently has out. So Shakira is coming and I'm very excited about that.
Shakira, Shakira. I
Yeah,
saw the cover for the album. I think the cover art looks beautiful. I'm
agreed.
still waiting for Shakira to give us an album, um, like "En dónde están los ladrones." That's what I would want.
Same, bitch. Same.
And I don't know why she won't do it. I think that
Yeah.
she is powerful enough to be like, I'm gonna make this album,
Yeah. I'm
and
taking my shoes off and I'm doing what comes naturally.
right. Thank you, Julie. Time for
Thank
some
you.
azúcar. I will go first. My azúcar this week is Portia Williams is coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We have won yet again. Thank goodness we've made it. I have been waiting for this for a very long time. Portia is the only confirmed cast member so far for season Sweet 16.
Oh my
It
God.
is, I know, it is. It's rumored that Kenya will also be back, and the show will revolve around the two of them. Um, I mean, I have only ever wanted Portia back, and now Portia's back, and I couldn't be more excited. She's funny,
Mm.
funny, 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 funny. And that to me is those are my favorite housewives. So
Yeah.
Portia, come on the pod before you come back on Atlanta, and
Come
we'll
on the pod.
discuss many things.
Yes.
Julie,
Love
you're
that.
good.
My Isuka. Oh, guys. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Celebrity Big Brother Mexico has me again by the grips.
Wait, they just started again, a new one?
Well, okay, technically it's Celebrity Big Brother in United States, Spanish celebrities. Still Latin America Latin American audience. I'm not watching the 24/7 live stream because Telemundo censors too much and they don't even fucking show anything, so why the fuck turn it on anyway? But last season, fun, jokes, giggles. This season, drama, tears, a contestant for the first time ever in history left off left the house abruptly by an emergency exit and hopped a wall to escape the house.
What?
She got a little bit of a panicky attack. This is a married woman who there was rumors about was being a little too flirty with a man inside of the house, and people outside watching were speculating about them, myself included. And then inside the house, people started to speculate about them possibly being inappropriate because she is a married woman and he's not a married man, but still she's married. And people in her own team started kind of attacking that a little bit. And she had a little bit of a panic attack, couldn't handle the pressure of what was happening, and she escaped the
What?
house. Drama.
Would they not just let her out of the house?
I don't know. I don't think she talked to anyone. I genuinely think she like lost it a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Like got real panicky. Again, they censor. They didn't even show us really what happened. But the guy who was rumored to have something weird with her was telling the story of like she was upstairs, she was crying a lot, she said she couldn't handle it, and that he told her, I think you need to go home and deal with your situation. And what people are assuming is go home, end your marriage, wait for me outside. That's what people are assuming he meant by go home and handle your situation. And then, well, now she's out.
Okay, but you know what the thing about those things is that they still have a lot of time left in the house. So
Mitch is in there.
what if that
Or
person
mm-hmm.
stays in the house till the end and ends up falling
Mm-hmm.
in love with somebody else? And now the person
Mm-hmm.
left and is like, I'm gonna wait for you. And then they're waiting for you and everything has changed. Oh no.
Well, a situation like that is complicated on all ends because what if she doesn't end her marriage and he's in there thinking she ended, you know what I mean? In all situations, this doesn't end well. She continues to say there was nothing weird going on there. No, no, no. I got out to, she said, she keeps saying that I got out to save my family and to save my kids because I could kind of start seeing how the public was perceiving this relationship. And I needed to get out so that my kids and my family would be protected from that. Because apparently in another season, a similar thing happened where a married woman was flirting with a guy in there, and her husband asked production to enter the house so he could pull her out of the game because her daughter tried
Oh my
to end her
gosh.
life because she couldn't handle her mom flirting with the man inside of that house.
Oh my gosh. Wait,
Drama.
I don't understand why they wouldn't just let somebody out of the house on their own.
I think they would if they asked for it, but in this case, this girl, the one from the season didn't ask. She just had a little bit of a panic attack. Well, and also, no one wants to leave the house because I think you have to pay a fine. You have to pay a
What?
fine if you abruptly leave before you are voted off, you have to pay money. I think Wendy from
Oh, well, I was just gonna say we need to have like an ethics committee look into this show.
Yeah. Well, I think Wendy was talking about it, how if she would have decided to leave the show, she would have had to pay that week's worth of pay to the show itself. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Would you ever go on a show like that?
I don't know. Isolation. I feel like I jumped from a cliff like she did, or like off the side of the like that isolation is what kills you. Like not knowing anything about the people outside.
Hmm. I don't want people seeing me scratch my balls.
There's also that. There's a oh, and then that's the worst thing. The worst thing is living with these people 24/7 with cameras on you 24/7, and you hear these conversations that some people have about how dirty some of them are.
No.
How they leave shit stains on the
Oh,
toilets.
no, we need to stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome.
Julie,
Adrian,
I love you very much.
I love you very much.
I hope that wasn't too uncomfortable for all of our listeners.
I hope it was. I hope you hated it. I bet they think we orchestrated that fight to make content. And let me tell you something, we absolutely did not. We
I
didn't.
don't
That was
think you think
genuine.
that is really funny.
They're like, oh, these silly people. That was genuine anger coming out of my heart. I'm just kidding.
You're not angry,
No.
right? Who's on your shirt?
Hosier?
Oh,
Daddy? Irish
Hosier.
daddy?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you, Julie.
Okay. Thank you.
This is a great final episode. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyways, we've made it to the end.
We did.
Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at Yumi and Chisme. Make sure you follow our Spanish TikTok at yumiandchisme.mx. Make sure you visit our website at yumiandchisme.com. Read all of Julie's wonderful reviews. Sign up for the newsletter. Make sure, oh my
What'd you call
God.
me?
Make sure that you leave us a review. Feel free to send your feedback however you would like. We're happy to respond to any and all critiques and what's a word for good things? Accolades,
Affirmations?
affirmations, accolades, affirmations.
Both. Yeah.
We take them all, and make sure that you share this podcast with somebody, anybody that you love, because
Anybody.
again, loving is caring. And we'll be back next week with more Chisme. But until then, make sure you have lots of love, lots of peace, and most importantly, lots of Chisme in your life. Bye.
Bye.